We are in Unit 5, Making Decisions. We're doing Exercise 1, Even Odd Java. Now you can download from the actual assignment these instructions, and you can download the starter code, so you can either start it in JGrasp, where you just open it up and save it and then start working on it, or you can start it here in your Mind tab. And from here, what you can do is you can follow the instructions, but the profit from doing it in JGrasp is that it's not as snarky. If I use a different variable name here in my program in JGrasp than I would here in Mind tab, I'm not going to get points off. So it does make a big difference. Most people prefer to do theirs in JGrasp, but we're going to start in Mind tab just because it's easy to show you what you need to do here. Okay, so our assignment is to write an application that asks a user to enter an integer. We want to display a statement that indicates whether the integer is odd or even. Okay, so how do you go about this? Here you have your method that you're writing, and you're going to produce an integer. So you're not going to be able to use regular division here, because regular division would produce a double. Alright, and here you're going to produce your code to print out whatever it is that you want to show the user. You're going to make the method here, and you're going to write the code here. So let's figure this out. How are we going to do this? So what I need to do is I need to take a number, say 17. And I'm going to divide it by 2. So how many times does 2 go into 17? 8 times? Goes 16, and I get a remainder of what? I get a remainder of 1. So this is what I'm looking at, this remainder of 1. So if I do a modulo division, it's with a percent sign. Okay, it's going to be a Boolean, so I have to make a Boolean thing here. Boolean means true or false. Is this statement true or false? Boolean result. So I'm going to name this variable result. We'll see the statement to be true. So the decision is going to be an if statement, right? In this particular case, parentheses. What I put in beside the parentheses. So whatever this number is it division? Modulo division, right? It's a division where you're looking for the remainder. So we put in here our percentage sign. So when we divide by 2, we're looking for the remainder from the division by 2. And it is equal to 1. Now be careful. We're comparing what's on the right with what's on the left. So it's a double equal sign. See, we're checking to see, is this true or false? So if the statement is true, we're checking to see if the remainder of this division is 1. If the statement is true, then it's not even, is it? So I would put in here result equals false. So that means this is not an even number. Okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to put in here an else statement. So if this is not false, then the result is true. Okay, so we're checking to see if it's even. So if we divide by 2 and we get a remainder, that means that it's not an even number. Okay, otherwise it is an even number. See that? So the next thing I do is I come on down and I want to return a result. So now I'm going to go up here to accept the user input and check to see if the number is odd or even. So now I'm going to have to do this whole input thing so that I do scanner input is equal to new scanner.in. Now I'm going to declare that number. So I'm just going to call it number, int number. I want to return an integer. So now I'm going to ask the user to give me a number. Now I'm going to, whatever the user gives me, I'm going to put that as the number. So now I'm going to check to see, I'm going to run this is it even program. So I'm going to go, if the number is even, I'm going to print out the number is even. Otherwise, I'm going to print out the number is odd. So this is a decision. No space between, oh, no space between the if and the parentheses. Okay, no semicolon at the end because it's an if statement. So I'm going to have print me out number is even. Whatever the number is. Now we get a semicolon at the end. Otherwise, we're going to print out number is odd. semicolon at the end. Okay, check everything. I'm going to test my code. I run my code. Now it asks me to enter a number. I'll put in my 17. It tells me 17 is odd, so I've done it correctly. Okay, this would be the same thing if you did this in your JGrasp. So I'll just copy and paste this into my JGrasp. If you were going to turn this in, you could copy and paste this into Word or a notepad. Might do it in Notepad. Word's kind of wonky. And I'm going to put this in. I'm going to put this in my JGrasp. Oh, if I had just typed this in JGrasp, I would just click compile the file. Then I would click run the file. Right here it asks me to enter a number. I put my 17 in there. It tells me right away 17 is odd. That's all you do. And this one you can just turn in the jgrasp.java. See, we printed out even odd.java right here. I would see it's here. It's under documents. So wherever you save your files, that you go get it. Now I know that some of you have asked me how to use zip a file. Very easy. Let me show you how to zip a file. So I'm going to go into my documents. I'm going to find my even odd Java. Just I right click it, send to, compressed zip folder. Send to, right click it, send to compressed zip folder. It gives me this folder and I can put this in the Dropbox.